Hello, my name is Julie Angel and I am a full-time international psychic medium. I've made this video to give an explanation into the type of work that I do and how I do my work, so if you're ever going to one of my events or wanting to book a one-to-one reading, you've got a better idea of how I work. I can't speak for all psychics and mediums because we all work differently. In any case, not all psychics are mediums, not all mediums are psychics. They're two completely different disciplines. I just happen to be both. A psychic is someone that can see what's coming up in your life. And when I'm doing an audience-based event, or even if I'm doing your one-to-one reading, the first thing I'll do is draw or describe your aura. Your aura is the electromagnetic field that goes around your body. It reflects personality, skills, abilities, things you've been through, but mainly things that are coming up in your life. So if I'm looking intently above someone's head or around the body, it's not because they've got a bad hairdo on the go or an infestation of nits. It's just that I've learned that the different colours that appear around someone's head represents what's been going on, and more to the point, what is coming. I've learned that the different colours mean different things, and I've been seeing auras since I was about 9 years old. I also work clairvoyantly. Clairvoyance is a French word meaning clear seeing. In my mind's eye, I see pictures and thoughts that aren't my own, and I'm basically describing future events and things that I can see. Clairvoyance is also used for the mediumship side too, which I'll explain in a bit. Sometimes I'm using my eyes to see icons or pictures that are going on around you, and I'll tell you what I'm seeing that way. And sometimes I'm working clairvoyant, which is called mental mediumship, where pictures appear in my mind's eye. It works both the same anyway. It's just a case of whether I'm using my visual eyes or my third eye. I also work a little bit clairaudiently. Clairaudience is a French word meaning clear hearing. To my right hand side, I hear very faint whispers, and I basically tell you what I'm hearing. Sometimes a name, for instance the name Kelly, could sound like Ellie or Shelley, and I'm telling you what I'm hearing. It's not like we get a booming telegram from the other side. It's more like a sounds like. And when I'm seeing the clairvoyance in my head, the pictures or videos that I'm seeing, I'm describing to interpret events that are unfolding in your life. I also work clairsentiently. Clairsentience is a French word meaning clear feeling. I use this part of the body, of which there is plenty these days, to describe how far forward in time an event is going to occur, or how far back in time an event actually happened. Clairsentience is also used for the mediumship side of things, where I get physical sensations, which is to do with communication with the spirit world. Some mediums have one dominant trait. I'd say that I probably favour clairvoyance above the others, but I tend to use a combination of clairvoyance, clairaudience and clairsentience to do both the psychic side of my work and the mediumship side. The very nature of a psychic reading or a psychic message, whether it's in an audience-based event or whether it's in a one-to-one reading, is a lot of the things that are said at the time of the reading won't make a fantastic deal of sense because they haven't been planned or haven't even actually happened yet. I'm living evidence of that. I remember a tarot reader telling me in 1999 that I'd work for myself. I said, no, I won't. I'll be in the police service for 30 years because that's what I was doing at the time. He went on to say that I'd get married. I said, no, I won't. Everyone in my family's got married and divorced. I can't see the point. I've done it twice. He went on to say, you'll have children. I said, nope, you're getting confused with my sister. I'm a career woman. I now have 3 boys of my own. But at the time I thought, what a waste of 35 quid. I won't bother seeing him again. So the very nature of psychic work is that it's a good idea to get the most out of your reading, to keep an open mind. Just because a psychic says this and this is going to happen doesn't necessarily mean it will, because we all have a degree of free will. With my readings, I like to think that people base on and work towards what they're wanting out of the reading and avoiding any situations that don't seem quite so clever that I'm picking up on. With the mediumship side, a medium is someone that can communicate with your friends, relations, sometimes pets no longer here in person. We cannot make your friends or relations come through any more than anyone can make you go to a particular event or make you go for a psychic mediumship reading. The spirit world have free will as much as we do, at least that's my understanding of them. If they want to come up or turn up into a reading, if they will, if they're otherwise engaged or too busy, then they won't. That said, the way I describe it is a bit like going to a family gathering. So the first person you see or hear from at an event or in a one-to-one reading isn't necessarily the person that you want to see or hear from the most. A bit like going to a family party, there might be other people there you're pleased to see, but you're waiting for extra special someone to walk through the room. And if you remain patient, they do turn up. A medium does literally what it says on the tin. We're a bridge between this world and the next. So basically, I personally have your friends and relations talking in my right hand ear on the phone line, and I'm passing on the messages to you. When I'm doing audience-based readings or one-to-one, I always say to people, don't tell me too much. Literally a yes, no, or don't know. The reason being is this: we've got your friends and relations going blah, blah, blah on the ear. You're on the receiving end. If what I'm saying to you doesn't make sense, there's no point saying, yes, that makes perfect sense. And if people say no to test me, that's fine. And a good psychic medium, in any case, should tell you things that you don't know, so you can go away and verify if the information is true. The best way to get a good psychic mediumship reading is to go in with an open mind and know that a medium cannot, like I was saying earlier, cannot make your friends and relations turn up, but there's a good strong chance that if you have an open mind and are more relaxed, then that does kind of help with the process. I'm not in this line of work. I never planned this line of work as a profession. It just happened that way. It's a long story. I won't bore you with my own story. But some people are a little bit fearful. They think, are we going to see ghosts and apparitions appearing? Are they going to follow me home? Or are we meddling with the dead? And shouldn't the dead lay buried? I do not follow any religion, sect, cult or belief, nor am I opposed to any. I always say to people, take out of the evening or the event or the reading what makes sense to you and throw away the rest. I'm not into trying to convert skeptics or make you believe in anything. As far as I'm concerned, you make up your own mind about whether time travel is possible or whether there is a life after the physical body passes away. I am light-hearted when I'm doing my readings. I don't take myself seriously. I take my work seriously, but not for myself. So you are in for sort of a fun event, even if it can get a bit serious at times. I always give people the opportunity to ask anything they want, and they're welcome to bring a certain object with them or a photograph. But I always say to you, please don't tell me if you have brought anything with you, because a good psychic medium should tell you exactly what it is you brought with you, if anything at all. And a good psychic medium should give you specific details too. And I don't think it's any coincidence when I look back in my life and the training I had in the police service, where I have to describe someone's height, marks, scars, build, tattoos, the car they drove, what they did for a profession, their behaviour, their mannerisms, their accents, where they lived, or geographical places, to use this as what I call evidential mediumship. And when you hear the term evidential mediumship, that can also refer to a proof of life after death. Like I said, I'm not here to try to prove a point to anyone. That's not what I'm about. But a good psychic medium should tell you about events that have happened since your loved ones passed on. Anyway, finally, this is quite amusing, but still we have to say it. All psychics, mediums and healers now come under the Consumer Protection Act, whereby we're legally obliged to say that our events or sessions or readings have to be seen as a form of entertainment, the results of which cannot be guaranteed. And this is because the Final Witchcraft Act of 1735 was replaced by the Fraudulent Medium Act of 1951 that said all psychics, mediums and healers should work for free unless their services are seen in form of entertainment. Unfortunately, I didn't get the same guarantee that various marriages I've had would work out in the past, or certain advice I've been given in the past has worked out. But there we go, we're obliged by law to tell you that. And the other thing is, if you are considered to be vulnerable, gullible or nervous, you should have a second opinion whether this kind of sessions or events are suitable for you, and before you book up a session. Besides which, during this lockdown period, which is very sad for people, family and friends that are suffering at the moment in the world, I am doing events for free to keep people entertained during this difficult period. And if you want information about my one-to-one readings or my live events when we all get going again, you can find them at my website, which is www.julieangelinternationalpsychicmedium.com. Thanks very much for listening, and I hope to connect to you soon. Goodbye.